Hi, Sandy.
Hi, it's Dave.
Hi, it's Kirk.
Welcome to the A.D.K Rock and Metal channel. Today we're doing more of our broken down and pulled apart series. That's where we take a song, we break it into 1 minute chunks or approximate 1 minute chunks. For you at home, we discuss each minute as we go. Today's band is a band called Faith No More, and the song is Surprise You're Dead. Kirk, give us a quick breakdown, quick breakdown on this, please.
This is track number 4 on the band's seminal 1989 album, The Real Thing, which went on to sell 3 million copies and won a Grammy Award, mainly because of the video single for Epic.
Nice. Okay, we'll do that. That's succinct. I do remember Epic. Epic's a good track. I like it. Epic. Right, come on then. Let's play the first minute for you at home. Okay, I'm going to go very quickly on this one. With Kirk, you can go last if that's okay, because you'll have more context for us. I like the look of the video. It's kind of almost looks like a home video. I like that when you do behind the scenes sort of stuff and stuff. I like the grainy effects and stuff like that. It's cool. Musicality, it's punk hardcore. It's what with a little bit of thrash, almost like thrash crossover elements coming in here. It's kind of almost a lot more standardized than what I would think of when I think of Faith No More. It's the first time I've heard something like that and gone, this is almost like a normal song. Which with Faith No More, I'm like, okay, it's always like when we did Caffeine and when we did all these other ones, it's like, okay, how off the wall do you want to be? And I'm like, this is just like a normal punk hardcore song. Do they actually know how to do that? That's surprising. Yeah, but that's all I really got to say on that one. Andy.
Kirk, it's good you're sitting down because I like this Faith No More song. Honestly, it was really. If I didn't know this was Faith No More, like you, Dave, it's a standard metal song to me, rather than the sort of out there left field kind of stuff that I've heard Faith No More perform. You know, I really like this. Yeah, like you, I like the look of the video, the sort of behind the scenes shots, the grainy effect. Spotted Mike Patton in a Godflesh Street Cleaner t-shirt. That's pretty cool. Yeah, surprisingly heavy riff, on the opening minute or so. Just reminded me of you said hardcore punk. To me, it's sort of early 80s European thrash metal, sort of almost like Destruction at times, in their sort of earlier albums. Vocally, again, came to mind our friend James Kahn from Hertfordshire, sort of metal band Ritual. It's sort of slightly different delivery from Mike Patton on the vocals, but yeah, great start. Really pleasantly surprised.
Kirk.
Yeah, so this wasn't an MTV video. They released, do you remember when bands used to release home videos of a collection of all their MTV videos with live footage, and then you'd have other videos on? This one is camcorder, and they've just put together various unrelated images, it seems at times.
Yeah,
it was never released for MTV, but it is recognized as a video because of Video Croissant, as it was called, this VHS. To me, they display the Slayer influences here, and that's because of Jim Martin, the guitar player, and Mike Patton, who is always talked about how he loves Slayer. And to me, I love that aggressive alternate picking technique from Jim Martin here. That is so fast. That is just 100% thrash metal. And I remember being flabbergasted by the speed of Mike Patton's vocal delivery, because let's not forget, this album is often credited with being like the first rap metal album as well, isn't it? Because of Epic. And even here, you could say there are some techniques that are close to rap as well, but he's just doing it so fast and aggressively, almost like suicidal tendencies, but with better vocal shape. And the other thing this reminds me of, I first heard it in 1999, and I borrowed it off a friend, and I put it into my Discman, listened to it on the bus from Bolton to a village called Kersey, where I used to live.
So we should actually let people know what a Discman is, because there's going to be a lot of people going, what the hell's a Discman?
A CD, and you put it in a portable player, which
okay, hang on, stop again. What's a CD?
Yeah, compact disc. So I remember it just brings me back to that gloomy November night. Yeah, I'm euphoric. I'm excited. I'm thinking, this is incredible. I didn't know Faith No More were also playing, thrash metal and have more extreme elements. So this, to me, was one of those moments I'm like, I think this is going to be my new favorite band. And still love this song to this day.
Wow.
Well, let's play the next minute and 29 seconds, which is the final minute and 29 seconds of the song for you at home.
You're dead. Guess what? It never ends. The pain that torment that torture profanity knows you're so bad for motion coming at you. Get away. It's not over yet. You're dropping me by, won't let you forget the hatred I placed you. Open your neck with a fatal blow. Drop my teeth in my tongue. But I guess what all that is just begun. Now you are mine. Looking at you, turning in the turn. Suprise! You're dead! Suprise! You're dead! Guess what? It never ends!
Andy, I'm going to throw to you first.
I've got a question for Kirk before I sort of give my final analysis. Jim Martin, right? This might have what put me off Faith No More. The first album they done with another vocalist, Chuck Mosley, was it?
Yeah.
Now I somehow I remember the publicity shots or the photographs on the back of the album, and Jim Martin was like this clean cut guy with curly hair, looked like Dustin Diamond from Saved by the Bell.
He did.
Screech, right? And then when they broke out and you saw the epic videos and everything, he's got these big red glasses, long hair, and a beard. What the fuck happened? Because it's almost like, I'm in a
You found Regain.
I'm in a rock band. I need to look more rock, and he's like just trying too hard.
I think he just decided he wanted to look like a redneck, didn't he? He is like the most masculine, like savage metalhead in the band, isn't he? And it's no secret that the sound changed when he departed after the 1982 album Angel Dust. But yeah, I mean, he looks quite scary, doesn't he? Around this stage, 2 sets of glasses, Neanderthal beard, long hair, and you're right, and he does look like Screech from Saved by the Bell on the 1987 album Introduce Yourself.
Yeah, I'm glad
Big
you got
transformation.
I wasn't sure if you'd get that reference, but looking scary, no, he didn't achieve that look either. Going back to the song, it's a memorable chorus, and Right Pattern delivers this, what I thought was going to be a really epic and strong sort of vocalist raw, but kind of falls short. I don't know if that's deliberate or he's just hasn't got the technique to sort of carry that sort of death metal, sort of heavy metal sort of vocalist raw, but so that could have been better. But yeah, I've been listening to it today. I've got a new technique where I put these tracks on Spotify and play them as well, just to sort of get more content and background to the songs. But I've enjoyed listening to that one. I'm not going to go any further with exploring any more Faith No More tracks, but I did enjoy covering this one.
Okay. I found it really boring overall, I'm going to say on the song, in the sense that it's fine. It does what it does. I have the influences of, like, as I said, early Sepultura and early death metal. I can hear some of that sort of stuff they're trying to incorporate. but for me, when I do listen to some Faith No More stuff, that's not kind of what I expected from Faith No More, and I don't think they do it very well. They do other things that they are more. I think they're better when they're off the wall, when they're exploring greater territories. When they're trying to be more standardized like this, they did it fine, but it was completely forgettable for me. There was nothing of any memory. You're talking about like the chorus, and I'm like, was there a chorus? I didn't even make a note of anything about lyrics or anything because I remember listening to it going, meh. I don't know why. There was nothing about it that actually resonated with me at all. And sometimes we've talked about this, that if you're not in the right headspace when you listen to something, sometimes if you're not, it might have been that at the time because I was doing quite a lot of other things, and I just sat down and was like, I'm going to listen to some of these songs for notes, and I put it on, and I was just like, okay, yeah, I can hear a bit of Sepultura in there, but I didn't get it. I just didn't see the point in the song. Didn't do anything for me at all. Kirk?
Yeah, there is a chorus in there. What's happening is the vocals are following the onomatopoeia of the guitar. So it's like, it's not over yet. You don't remember, I won't let you forget. So it's very clever. And I agree with Andy, did say it was memorable. I love the vocal delivery on this. Andy, you're just talking about it could have extended that scream where it goes, now you are mine. And then it goes into like an offbeat thrash metal gallop, doesn't it? That's the one off the wall part they put in this. They did have to put something in. And when you listen to that back, that middle section, instead of a solo, the drum accents are just not anywhere near 4/4 timing. And you're like, what's going on here? And listen how, I really like how loud the bass is in the mix as well. And you can hear Bill Gould following Jim Martin. He's a real virtuoso, Bill Gould. Probably doesn't get enough credit for that. But every time I hear this, I'm just expecting track number 5 on the real thing, which is called Zombie Eaters, to follow. So it's like an instinctive thing when I hear this. But to me, one of the best songs in the canon. Interesting, Dave, that you said when they do decide to become more orthodox and do a full-on metal song, you don't think that they do it that well. I would disagree. I think these are a band. You kind of like see it as an assignment. If they do something, one jump, they'll be very serious about it. So on this album, there's a soul song called Edge of the World. And it could be from a Sade album. I think they do the homework and just think, okay, if we're going to put out a straight up thrash crossover song, we've got to know what we're doing. And here is a great example of doing that. And the album after, Angel Dust, you've got death metal, black metal, so many extreme elements, yet you've also got art pop, rap, hip hop. So yeah, they're one of those bands, aren't they, that they just like to second guess you, and they don't do it as much here, and that has ironically confused you.
It does, because also what was From Out of Nowhere on this album?
Yeah, it's the song before this.
And that's the confusing thing. From Out of Nowhere, poppy rock.
Yeah.
One of my favorite tracks of all time is From Out of Nowhere. I absolutely love that track. And I would be so confused on that album listening to it. If you imagine going from Out of Nowhere to Surprise You're Dead and then doing Epic, you'd be like, is this the same band, these three songs?
And the song after this,
different.
The song after this, Zombie is like this, I think it's 6 minutes of prog metal song. It starts like Pink Floyd. You're right. You're like, what is going on with this album?
It's a bit eclectic. Okay, fair enough. Well, there you go. Faith No More and Surprise You're Dead. Now, if you enjoyed our video today, please do like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you on another video sometime very soon. Take care.